Hi everyone! So is this the 5th of the month and we are back with another lovely fancy fold craft challenge for you. This month we are creating floating hexagonal pop-up box cards in the collaboration that is hosted by Monika, Paper Mona, and all the other ladies' channels, YouTube channels that are participating in this challenge will be linked in the description box below. Make sure you go over and check those out as well, because it is always very interesting to see how we all have different ideas using the same fun fold. So I cannot wait to check their videos out as well. We also have a Facebook group where you can share your makes if you would like to, or using our hashtag that you can see on my screen now when you're sharing on your social media will help us find you and give you maybe a shout out. So please do let us know in the comment section below as well if you have participated in this challenge this month. So floating hexagonal pop-up box card. I think this was designed by Sam from Mixed Up Craft. I watched her video anyway on this one. So I have a 6x6 inch card in here, which I've scored down at 2 and at 4 inches. And this is just a simple card. It's not a card base of this is just a card piece. Then I have two pieces measuring 7 inches by 1 1/4, and I've scored these down at 1/2 inch, 2 1/2, 4 1/2, and 6 1/2, and I've done exactly the same thing to the other piece too. Now these are the measurements that Sam used in the video that I watched, except I'm going to add mats and layers to mine, so that is different from that tutorial, but I will walk you through that in a second. First, however, I'm going to fold and burnish these core lines. I'm adding mountain folds to both of these, just like so. And then I am going to do the same to these ones. So you can see how I folded everything in the same direction. Now I have prepared some panels in here. I'm going to show you what I've used today. Papercraft magazine, that is issue 277. We got an amazing bumper pack, which is gorgeous papers, some foiled, some plain colorful pattern papers, and then we have loads of toppers as well, which are gold foiled as well. As you can see, it's absolutely stunning. So I picked out a couple from these that I used, and those are this lovely tartan one, this gorgeous poinsettia one, and I teamed it all up with gold card just to go with the theme of the paper pad. So the mats and layers that I've created for here using the poinsettia one on gold mats. So the gold mats measure, let me grab my ruler, 1 3/4 by 5 3/4, and then 1 1/2 by 5 1/2 for the pattern papers. But I'm not going to glue these down yet, because I do want to kind of trap these little tabs behind or between the white card on the background and then this pattern one, so you can't see that tab. But if you want, you could also add the tab on the back end there as well, but I think it's just nice to hide them just like so. So I'm going to use my quick grab glue from the fine tip glue bottle, just adding glue just to the 1/2 inch of a tab, and I'm lining it up with the top of my card and along the edge. And I've done the same on the other side, and they should line up because they are both the same length. And now I'm repeating the same on this other strip. So now you can see how the tabs are concealed there at the back, and once I add these mats and layers on top, you will barely see that it is in there. So this was my plan for this. I'm very quickly going to glue these onto the background. So then I have 6 pieces of these to go onto these 6 sections in here on the top and on the bottom. And for the gold card, I cut them to 1 3/4 by 1 inches, and then 1 1/2 by 3/4 of an inch for the pattern paper. So I repeated that 6 times, and I'm going to glue these down now onto the front. Now I do have a piece of acetate in here which measures just under 2 inches in width. It's like 1 7/8, and then it's just under 6 inches. So once I pop it behind these, it's not gonna poke out on the top or on the bottom, because I know if I had cut it to the same size, it would just show somewhere. So I do like to cut it just a smidge shorter than what I need. And I'm going to pop this up, trying to butt it up against the top in there. Nice and straight. You can see it in there. Now, you don't need to add this acetate strip, but when I was watching Sam's video, she used this, and I really loved that idea. So I thought that I will just do exactly the same in here. Like so. And you see, this is what I said, even though I did cut it shorter, it's still overhanging in there. So I'm just going to snip this away just using my scissors, trying not to cut the cardstock. So now this is perfect, because now you can add your toppers onto the acetate. But what you could use one single large topper joining up the two cardstocks, so you wouldn't need to have that there. I am going to use some toppers from the paper pad that came with the magazine, and there's so many beautiful ones, really nice ones. I really love the animals, but because I went with the poinsettia theme, I am leaning to go floral kind of theme. I'm not sure. Oh wow, I love this here though. I really love this large one with the robin on it. Yeah, definitely need to use this one. So I'm gonna pop this one in there, and it is just about reaches, so it is a good job that I added that acetate in there. And then let's see what we've got here. This little poinsettia one, a little lovely arrangement which I might pop up there. And this one says season's greetings, so I don't really need another sentiment, but I might just pop out some of these little ones. Oh, look at the little birdies in there. How cute. Oh, I'm gonna pop them out. Yep, why not? I'm going to add them in there and I think that actually is almost finished. Of course, I'm gonna come in with some bling in a minute, but I do love that arrangement in there. So I'm going to take some foam pads to pop this here on a foam. Now I'm going to probably add it onto the acetate. That way I know that I'm adding it in the right place and I'm not going to stick this down onto the background in there. So I am popping this back, and I'm adding some liquid glue as well. This will leave me with some wriggle room to make sure I can get it nicely in place. Just look at them. Oh my goodness, really cuteness overload. I really love those. So I'm looking at what color of a bling should we use. Should we go red or should we go gold? So I only added 3 in there. It needed it, but too much was too much. However, I can't leave anything alone. So I decided that I'm going to glitter up all these lovely berries. So I'm just going to add my dry clear glue from my fine tip glue bottle onto all these berries. And then I'm going to cover this in some lovely crystalline glitter. Now, while I'm doing this, I'm going to mention, because I completely forgot to tell you guys, that we have a new lady joining us this month as well. So her name is Kasia, and she's Monika's friend from Poland. So welcome, Kasia, to our group. I really hope you enjoy creating with us. We are surely excited to see what you will be making as well. So I have my fine crystalline glitter in here, which I'm going to try to add, making sure I'm only adding it in the berries because there's still glue in around the rhinestones and I don't want to get it in there until that completely dries. So I'm just gonna do it bit by bit here, one side and then the other. And now you might be thinking, what is she doing turning those lovely red berries into white ones? But I promise you they will turn red once that glue dries clear. It will be lovely and red, and then I will show you some proper beautiful close-ups. So this is my card. I have to say this is one of the fastest cards I have ever made. Now, having ready-made papers and ready-made toppers definitely helped, but this is not a very hard card to pull together, and it definitely has some wow factor because it looks absolutely stunning. And I really love those papers from the paper pads, so I may just come back and use them a little bit more on my makes because they are beautiful. I don't want to pack them away and then forget about them or get some new ones next year and then just have them lying on the bottom of my drawer. So I definitely will try to use these more because they're very festive, they're really pretty, quite traditional, which I don't normally craft for Christmas, but I absolutely love them. Those pink tones and all, they have just something about them, and I love robins. And I love those two cuties. So do let me know, what did you think of my tutorial today? Subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet done so. I would love to have you here. I have daily December uploads right up until Christmas morning in here, so make sure that you check those out as well, with some lovely advent calendar fun, crafty advent calendar fun, collaborating with Monika and Mel. So yeah, there's a lot going on my channel. I do think it is worth subscribing now, hitting the notification bell, and make sure you do the same to all the other ladies participating in this channel, because everyone is sharing some gorgeous festive makes and non-festive ones as well, obviously. And here is a little close-up footage the next day, and even though I am recording this actually outside, it is so dull out there. I just couldn't get proper lovely footage of the sparkle on the berries. So I brought it back inside and I recorded this with my flashlight in so you can see how really gorgeous and sparkly that is now. So I really hope you enjoyed my tutorial today. Do leave me a comment in the comment section below. I would love to read your thoughts, and I will be back very soon with my next one. I really hope to see you there. Bye!